Everyone, this is Mr. Muhammad coming up again with another video about how to graph the quadratic function in standard form this time. However, just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to attempt to graph it after converting the function from standard form to vertex form. And the way you do this, you should know that the standard form of the quadratic function look like this: y equal ax squared plus bx plus c, and we can just take those values right from the equation. So a is 2, b is 24, and c is minus 16. And if I want to get the vertex, as you know, the vertex in the vertex form is h and k, and you need to memorize this. H is equal to minus b over 2a, and k is f of minus b over 2a, or f of that value that you get in h. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find h, the x value of the vertex, which is minus b over 2a. That's minus 24 over 2 times 2, which is minus 24 times 4, which is going to be minus 6. And if I want to get k, that's f of negative 6. So f of negative 6, you're going to substitute in the main function. So it's going to look something like this: 2x power 2, that means 2 times negative 6 squared, that's 2 times 36, plus 24 times negative 6, negative 16. And that will give me 2 times 36 is 72, minus 24 times 6. 24 times 6 is, that's 24. 6 times 2, 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. That's 144. And then I have minus 16 to sum it up. 72 minus 16 minus 144. So 72, we can say 72 minus 144 gives me minus 72 minus 16. That's minus 88. So that's going to give me minus 88. Okay, so that means, to sum it up, I know now the vertex of this function is going to be negative 6 and negative 88, right? And as you can see, this function has an a of positive 2, so I know it's positive, so that means this graph is looking upward, so it should look something like this. And the vertex is negative 6 and negative 68, so if I graph it at the end, it has to look something like this, right? Okay, so let's move forward with the question. So we got the vertex, that was question A. That's A. B, determine the axis of symmetry. And I said before in the previous video that the axis of symmetry is equal to x equal to h, which is going to be x equal to negative 6. This is the equation of the axis of symmetry. It's a vertical line. C, determine the domain and range. Again, the domain and range, you don't have to have the graph, but visualizing the graph is pretty important. So the domain of this function has to be all real numbers, because any number can be an input for this function. The range is from that point to positive infinity. So that point was negative 88, so you start from negative 88 all the way to positive infinity. Not included, the negative 88 is included. Last thing, you need to graph that function, and it's pretty easy because now we have written this into that was C actually, not D. So that's actually wrong. That was part C. So part D is coming up. Okay, so what we can do is write the function in the vertex form first, as y equal a, it's going to be the same value of a, which is 2, x minus h, which is going to be plus 6 squared, plus k, which is minus 88. And to graph this, we can do it like this. So negative 6 is right here, go all the way down to minus 88, and the graph will look upwards like that. And on a graphing calculator, it's going to give us a clearer graph, it's going to be like this: 2x plus 6 squared minus 88. So it has to look something like that. See, it's looking up. The graph is looking up. Its vertex is right below -6 and 88. It's looking upwards. So just like by replacing or by changing the function, converting the function from standard form to vertex form, you can easily see how it looks like, and writing the domain and range will be just like a walk in the park. If you have any question about this, just let me know. Watch more videos online and teach yourself.